Hey guys, I am back with another favorites video. This time around I have a pretty good mixture of makeup and skincare and a whole bunch of good stuff. So let's just jump right into it. By the way, it's National Lipstick Day or something, which is pretty exciting. The lipstick I'm wearing on my lips right now is the NARS Audacious Lipstick in Anna. I don't need to tell you much about this lipstick because I'm sure you've probably heard about it everywhere. It's just a really beautiful kind of dusty rose color, and I'm obsessed with the detail that they put on this lipstick. It's amazing, so happy Lipstick Day, everybody. I only have one more lip thing to talk about for this month. So these Revlon Lacquer Balms are everything. This one is the color Coquette, and this one is the color Demure. Here's Coquette for ya. And this one is Demure, which is more of a nude pink, which might not even show up in the camera, but I really like the formula of these Revlon Lacquer Balms. Pretty much anything with Revlon on it, I'm gonna like. This formula is very smooth and shiny, and it has tiny little sparkles in it, if you can see that, which doesn't bother me because they're so little. Just a perfect, really light formula for summer, and they also have matte ones too, which I really like. I lied, I have another lip thing to talk about. This is the Smith's Minted Rose Lip Balm, which everybody knows about. It's just your basic perfect lip balm for any day, and it has a slight rosy tint to it that I really like. I first bought this in the tin, which is not my favorite because I don't enjoy dipping my finger into lip balms and then applying it to my face. I prefer to just untwist the cap and apply like that. But I've had a hard time getting my hands on the tube version of this, and it's the weirdest thing. I was in Charlotte Russe in Florida, and they had this sitting up by the registers, and it's only $2 for this tube. And I'm not sure how much they sell it for regularly. I think I saw $6 or $7 or something like that. So if they still have them set out at Charlotte Russe, then you should pick one up. So earlier this month I got married, and then we went on our honeymoon in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And it's been a long time since I've been to Florida or any state that's tropical and super humid and hot. So I brought a lot of makeup thinking I would wear it, but like that just didn't happen. It was so humid and so hot. Like there was just no point in doing my hair, doing my makeup, or anything. Pretty much the only thing I wore my whole honeymoon was this CoverGirl Lash Blast Fusion mascara, and this is the water resistant formula. It would stay all day, I would be in the water, we would be walking around in the super humidity, and it just stayed on for a really long time. Granted, it's not the best mascara I've ever used, but since it's waterproof, it worked really well. And funny story, I actually went to go get this at the drugstore months ago, and I'm one of those people who, when there's a new drugstore mascara, I like charge into the store and I grab the first one I see and I buy it, and I get home and it's like the blue color or the water resistant formula. I'm like, dang it, really? But this one I decided not to return. I don't usually gravitate towards waterproof mascaras because I honestly just don't need it, but it was really perfect for being in a humid state, being in the ocean, and it lasted super long and made my lashes look pretty on point. For those other super hot days where I just don't feel like doing a whole lot of makeup, I like to kind of keep it simple, just some mascara, and then a light color in my waterline, and then maybe a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes and a dark shadow along the lower lash line. So what I use for that color in my waterline is this Sigma Final Touch Inner Rim Brightener. And this is it right here. This is nice because it's not too bright for the waterline. If you use like something more on the white side, it can look way too intense. But this one is more pinky flesh colored, so it looks much more natural and really nice on a summer day when you don't want to try too hard. You do have to build it up a little bit, but it lasts all day, and I have it on my waterline today actually. So if you're looking for that really good, just basic waterline color, check out the Sigma Final Touch Inner Rim Brightener. And I think they have another color as well. We're gonna skip on over to a little bit of skincare goodness. This is the Lush Tea Tree Water Toner Water. And this is recommended for anyone with problem skin, blemish prone skin, which I definitely have. It has tea tree, grapefruit, and juniper berry components in it. It's just supposed to keep your skin clear and be refreshing. You can just use it as like a refreshing spritz all over your face, and you can even keep it in the refrigerator if you want to, so it's super cool and refreshing. How I use it is as a toner. After I cleanse or after I get out of the shower, I spray some on a cotton pad and just rub it all over my face to get off any traces of dirt or makeup that my cleanser might have missed. This is my all-time favorite toner because it's all natural, it's vegan, it doesn't have any alcohol in it, so it doesn't irritate my skin. It's just a really good, simple toner. I'm almost out and it makes me really sad. I have to talk about one of my all-time favorite lotions. It's from Lotion, if that's how you say it. I don't know, go easy on me. It's their ultra rich body lotion, and it has 15% shea butter in it. And it is absolutely amazing. It's the biggest difference in my skin every time I use this, whether it's on my legs or the rest of my body or just my hands as I'm like passing through the bathroom and I'm like, hey, my hands are feeling kind of dry, I need some of this. It doesn't make your skin feel greasy, it soaks in really well, it smells really nice and fresh, and shea butter is super good for your skin. So this is a touch expensive, but it's so worth it. I already have a backup in my bathroom. Honestly, I have so many other lotions, and this is like 99.9% the only one I ever use. So check it out, the Lotion Ultra Rich Body Lotion. So continuing on with light makeup for summer, one of my go-to concealers for summer is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealers. The formula is really light and it's perfect at covering dark circles and highlighting your face. I have mine in Fair and the Brightener color, which is more of a pinky toned highlighting concealer. They also have another one that's more yellow toned if you're into that. The Fair one I use more for like spot concealing, blemishes. The Brightener I use sometimes under my eyes, my forehead, my nose, my chin, and just spots where I want to highlight. And I'm sure you've heard a lot about these concealers. People rave about them all the time, and they really are just as good as people say. So those are mine, and they do have the sponge tip applicator where you twist it and then, you know, kind of pat it where you want it. And a lot of people don't like the sponge tip applicators because it's unsanitary, which it might be, but I've used them for quite a while and haven't really noticed any problems using the sponge tip applicator. So that's just person to person. If you don't like it, you can take off the tip. Alright, so before my last makeup favorite of July, my last skincare favorite for the summer is the Stila Skincare Face the Day Multi-Use Moisturizing Gel Cream. I've never heard anybody else talk about this, and it's kind of hard to get your hands on. I'm pretty sure the only place where I've seen that you can get the Stila skincare line is the Stila website, and you really kind of have to dig to find it. But for me and people with oily skin who don't want to over moisturize in the summer, this is so nice because the consistency is a gel, so it soaks in super fast. Doesn't break me out, doesn't irritate my skin. It has a whole bunch of good stuff in it like hyaluronic acid, and they say it's for daytime, nighttime. You can use it around your eyes, around your lips, and gives just kind of a luminous finish, which we all want during the summer. But sometimes for people with oily skin, that's a little hard to accomplish without making your skin too overly oily looking. So this is my go-to moisturizer, especially in the summer. It's not too heavy, and it just does a really, really good job for those of us who don't want to over moisturize our skin. So we all know that highlighting and strobing is super in right now, and strobing is a little out of the question for me because my skin is so incredibly oily. But when I do highlight, I like something pretty intense just on the top of my cheekbones to really just make them pop. For that really intense glow in the summer, I'm really loving the Mary Luminizer by The Balm. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's a really pretty champagne-y, really intense, glowy highlight. This is probably the most intense highlighter I have. You have to be careful with this because it's so easy to go overboard, especially if you have oily skin. You go pretty light-handed and that's good. But this is perfect for those of you who want to highlight everywhere and look super glowy. This is gonna do it for you. Plus it's also a beautiful eyeshadow and inner corner highlight. So that's it. Those are all my favorites for the month of July. Can you believe that July is already almost over? Like, when did this happen? Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up if you liked this video, and I will see you next week. Bye.